November 8th, 2016. And for anyone in America, we know today is election day. I think a lot of people are just ready for this thing to be over. But I'm excited. I'm excited to vote. I'm excited and hoping that change is going to happen today. And that's a huge privilege. And a lot of countries don't have that opportunity. A lot of people don't have that ability to elect anybody. And I'm going to go vote. It is a beautiful morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning. It's gotta be in the high 60s right now. Perfect. Perfect to vote. So just voted. It took me about 20 minutes once I was in there, I felt like. And the voting booth in my neighborhood, the line wasn't long. Maybe had about 40, 50 people in front. But there were only maybe 8 booths or so. And to be honest, there's a lot more on there than I remember in the sample ballot. Definitely took longer than I thought it would, but man, it feels so good. So good to cast a vote. So much is going on in this election cycle. So much craziness. Just to finally be able to put that all together into what you feel is best for the country to vote for. It's amazing to be an American. Cop with a radar gun out there. Just got out of work, heading home. 5:20 here on the East Coast. Boy, Florida is looking really close. Obviously, if Trump does not win Florida, it's going to be over pretty early. He has to win Florida, and if he doesn't win Florida, he can still win technically, but he'd have to win. He'd have to flip Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire. But from my feeling and from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's going to be razor thin either way. Hillary may have a slight edge in Florida right now, maybe by, I don't even think a point probably. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that he's going to edge out Florida. I think he can win North Carolina by, it'll be close as well in North Carolina, but I think he can win by a somewhat decent margin, and I think he'll win Ohio by a couple points. If he doesn't get Florida, it's over. We have President Hillary Clinton, who is going to walk in the White House with still under FBI investigation, even though they didn't find anything new in the emails. Apparently, in those 650,000 emails, the Clinton Foundation is still under investigation. So we'll have a president who's walking into the Oval Office with a overhead criminal investigation. So we'll see what happens.
In half a dozen states,
here we go.
And the Fox News decision desk can
Hillary Clinton has Vermont.
begin to call winners and losers in the 2016.
That's a socialist state, so we're not surprised there.
Next we go to Kentucky, where Fox News can project that
Okay,
Donald Trump
he was expecting one in Kentucky, so that's good.
Indiana, where his running mate
Okay.
Mike Pence, of course, serves as governor, based on the Fox exit polls and the early return.
In Virginia, where Hillary Clinton's running mate Tim Kaine serves as that state's junior senator.
Wow. Point. and South Carolina, two tightly contested states that Trump
South Carolina?
if he's
South Carolina is a conservative state.
to the White House.
There's no way she wins South Carolina.
Basically, these states, but you get the early raw vote total, and then you get the exit polls, and our decision desk can kind of extrapolate from both of those.
Does it mean anything that states like South Carolina and Georgia are too close to call right now?
I'm astonished, particularly about South Carolina. Not this time, but Trump is the forerunner for the idea of Republicans flipping.
I gotta say, I'm shocked. South Carolina's too close to call. That should be not even close.
I know.
Ashley just goes, I voted Florida, so I don't know.
He must garner more than 50% of this vote to avoid a runoff.
He just goes, I have faith in South Carolina to pull Trump through, Nate.
We're getting above the 50%.
It should be a
So imagine that it's so close.
landslide
Finally,
Stop that. We don't want to hear
in
anything
South
about it.
Carolina
We don't want to hear about the election extending beyond this
Trump.
evening.
talk about it. Finally, we do not yet know if Indiana Democrat Evan Bayh.
Yeah. If South Carolina ever votes Democrat, that's the end of the Republican Party. I mean, I don't know how they're ever going to win another election. Wow. Florida. 0.2%.
15 or 16,000 votes separate these two candidates.
Wow.
Florida, as we go through.
Look, the whole state is red except a handful of counties. That's where all the population is, yeah.
To be made up for Donald Trump as you do this, and as you go through. That's what I mean about this.
Wow.
You're seeing a live data feed into the wall, so what he needs to do in the rural areas.
All right, take a look at Florida, because all of a sudden, take a look at Florida right now.
Is this good news?
See, with 85% of the vote, 918 votes ahead.
Trump is 918 votes ahead right now.
People have already, their ballots have been counted, and he's got a lead of just under 1,000 votes.
86%. So we're going to look here. Let's go down again. I just want to go down and look. It's the math you start to get into.
Florida has me on an emotional roller coaster.
Like this, and you are in a seesaw of less than 1,000 votes.
Sadie, what do you think?
With 3,000,000.
I've been saying all day, Florida is going to be razor thin.
And Hillary
Yes, Clay. No. Okay, so 1028 here. Ohio we just called for Trump. Won pretty easily overall. Florida is still up in the air. It looks like Trump is going to eke it out. Very close. But somehow, some way, he has a huge shot to win this thing.
30% of the vote in, and it is a long ways. If Trump can hold on to all the...
I mean, it's unbelievable. No one could have seen this.
If he can defend it,
Except for people like myself and others who think the polls have been wrong, and this is a Brexit type of election.
151.
Wow,
Donald
Michigan,
Trump's
come
leading
on.
Michigan right now. In Wisconsin, 58% of
Wow.
the votes in. Trump has a lead there. Almost
Come on,
60,000
Wisconsin.
lead of both of these states. And John, who would have thought that at this late hour we'd be talking about Wisconsin and Michigan?
And I'm looking
You know who thought? The people, that's who.
Or
Oh
less
my
of
gosh.
those,
Chance of winning presidency is 95% Donald Trump.
So if you're a Republican, you're looking and you're saying...
According to, I think this is 538.
That even if they come in...
Oh
with less
my
40% and
goodness.
It's overwhelming. If in the Trump campaign, they're saying...
Oh
look,
my.
we got a lot of votes to...
Donald Trump wins North Carolina. That is
93%
huge.
You see he's up by more than
Huge.
20,000 votes.
Trump Daddy wins Florida.
Wins Florida. Carries
Florida.
29 electoral votes. He's ahead right now at 98%.
Florida. Oh, don't leave me hanging.
Florida.
Yes.
Votes, we're at second home is Mar-a-Lago. Let us also just
Florida. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought, ladies and gentlemen?
269 to 269.
I said it would be razor thin either way, but I thought Trump would eke it out.
And we could go do it, but you're hard.
Trump 254, Clinton 209. Honestly, a little surprised. I thought this was a Brexit vote. A little surprised. But it's not over yet. We still have Wisconsin, which is looking good for Trump, right? Michigan's looking a little dicey because of the vote around Detroit. I mean, this is just... This is unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. It's so unbelievable because I said I think this is going to be a Brexit for America. I think the people are not as dumb as the media thinks that they are.
Well, folks, I've been here a long time, and it's been a long night, and it's been a long campaign. But I could say
enthusiasm, which is something we saw from the beginning. We saw that with Mitt Romney, but in this election, there's no doubt.
This is a historic night. The American people have spoken, and the American people have elected their new champion. It is my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
He did it, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us